Hello everyone, welcome to this reading. This is a reading regarding what signs will you see before entering your prime. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I'll pick a different pile. And if you had trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and always helps me. That being said, this is group 1, group 2, and group 3. I'm going to give you time to pick your groups in peace. And that being said, if this reading resonated for you, if it was entertaining, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely comment because I love reading out feedback and how it resonated for y'all and, just talking with y'all in general. And yeah, I will see you in your reading. Bye. Hello everyone, welcome to this reading. This is a reading regarding what signs you will see before entering your prime. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I would pick a different pile. And if you had trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and always helps me. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, and the 2 of Wands. This one will represent what is your life going to be like before entering your prime. This will represent what you're going to be feeling before, this will be represented what we'll be thinking, and this will represent what your prime will be like. These two represent the energy you're going to be in before entering your prime, and these two energy represent the energy you're going to be having when you are in your prime. Okay, what will your life be like? Starting off with the 7 of Wands, I feel like you're going to think that there's so many things being thrown at you. It's like survival mode. It's like it's not even preparing for war. You already are in the war. You're fighting for your life. It's just obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, and I feel like you guys are very, very tired. I feel like you guys are, because you know what I'm kind of getting? It's the fact that you guys are going to be realizing the type of lifestyle you're living is no longer fulfilling you, and that's when things are going to become a challenge, because you're no longer enjoying these things. So now it feels mundane, because we do have the 4 of Cups. It feels mundane. It feels very, very boring. So not only are you dealing with that energy, now you have to figure out what will actually fulfill you and how will you even obtain that. So I feel like you guys are going to be battling a lot of things. You guys are going to be going through a lot of things. I feel like you're going to have a lot on your plate. And it's like you have this one wand. Meanwhile, there's 6 other wands pointed at you. You don't have that much. But it's like, I feel like you guys are going to be persevering through this. You guys are going to be trying to make it out of this. And I feel like your life might, there's just going to be a lot to be, juggle. There's going to be a lot you're going to be juggling. There's going to be a lot on your plate. This could be, I feel like this could be happening now. Either way, I feel like with the 7 of Wands, it's going to be a really defensive energy, a really hard-working energy. And I feel like this is... Okay, we have the Fool here, and it's crazy because your bottom deck energy is the Fool. I just heard maybe a lot of your electronics could be messing up around that time, or maybe your speech might be a problem around that time, or you're paying attention to these things. Maybe you're paying attention to how you can express yourself in a more well-balanced way. I also feel like you might be researching certain things on how to better yourself, because with this healer and dream inducer, I feel like you're going to be trying to heal yourself. But it's like, it's really complex, because once you get into that type of mind frame and lifestyle, it's like you want to heal, but now you start seeing everything that's wrong with you. And it's just like, oh, there's much more things to fix than I thought. And that's when it becomes this battle. So what will you be feeling? This 4 Cups, that's what I was saying before. I feel like you're going to be feeling very disconnected from a lot of things. I feel like socially you might not be involved with people, because it's like you're too busy trying to fight these demons that you don't even have the time to focus on anything else. You don't even have the time to feel anything else. It's like I feel like you guys are going to be really distracted by the things that are happening in your life. I also feel like with this 4 of Cups, I feel like maybe you're going to be emotionally drained a bit, but this makes sense with the 7 of Wands. It's like, it's a very tiresome energy. It's a very tedious tasks to do, or tasks to complete, because I don't feel like it's one. But I just heard that there's this one big problem that's creating more problems. So this could be a person, or this could be a problem within yourself, and it creates more problems outside of yourself. But with this Four of Cups, how will you be feeling before you enter your prime? I feel very disconnected. Like, I feel like you guys are going to be feeling very disconnected. You're going to be bored with life, all of that. What will you be thinking before entering your prime with the Six of Swords? It's to probably leave something behind, probably even blow town, get up and move to the next country, get up and move to the next city or state. Just wanting, I'm hearing like very spontaneous and sporadic energy, even though this is the sword suit, so it is a very well thought out energy. But it's like, you know, just wanting, like, I'm hearing just wanting to drop everything and leave. I feel like that's what you guys are going to be thinking, because it's like, I have to do something. Like, this is not fulfilling me. I'm not having any joy. I'm not really feeling fulfilled with anything. So there's nothing to lose. I might as well just drop everything and leave. But yeah, I feel like you guys are going to probably, it could be that, or you're going to be in the energy of seeing that some of these things are no longer fulfilling you and leaving those things. Like, you're no longer tolerating things that make you feel away or make you feel low in vibrations. You're not tolerating that no more. There's this one quote that I seen on Instagram, and it was just like, I'm gonna have a good 2022 and I don't care who has to go. It's something like that. Like, you guys are gonna be embodying that energy. It doesn't have to be the year of 2022 where you're thinking this, or that's the time you're gonna be entering your prime. I'm just thinking that's the energy that you're gonna be embodying as a whole. You don't want anything, like, you don't want the baggage anymore, because I feel like you're gonna realize that you have a lot of baggage, and like, that's not a bad thing. Everyone has baggage. Everyone has emotional food on their plate, like, you know, and I feel like you're gonna see this, and you're also gonna realize that this has started and stemmed from what people have done to you, or just the experiences that you had to go through. And I'm not saying this is gonna bubble up resentment. I'm just saying that I feel like you're gonna look at these people differently, or you're gonna look at circumstances differently, and you're just like, yeah, I don't want you really around me, to be very honest. What will your prime be like? We have the Two of Wands. So I feel like it's you moving on from a lot of things, you having the clarity to make plans on doing things. I feel like you guys are gonna have the financial resources, emotional resources, mental resources to plan things out, plan big things out, expand in a way that you couldn't before, is what I'm really getting, to be very honest, with this Two of Wands. I'm gonna get another card for the Two of Wands though. Spirit, what would group one's prime be like? Like, what would it be like for one's prime like? Emotional support, emotional fulfillment. So this could mean feeling more safe within your connections, relationship, trusting them more, or even obtaining new friends, going to therapy. I'm just hearing like peace. You being able to emotionally support yourself. We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a very forceful energy. So I feel like you're like, yeah, that makes sense. You guys are going to have the energy to go forward with the things that you plan. So maybe you guys could have planned stuff, for example, this year. And your prime is January 25th. So the things that you've planned to do and you wanted to do before the month of January 25th of 2022, you're going to be able to pursue them on January 5th, 2022, if that makes sense. So the stuff that you've always wanted to do, you're going to have the mental capacity and just stability in general to pursue these things. So it's like, I'm not saying that your prime is your dream life. I'm saying that because, okay, this is not going to resonate for everybody, but for example, you want to be a movie star, right? But it's like, you don't know how you're going to even do that. It's like, okay, do I just audition from a whole bunch of movies or whatever? Or like, you don't have the money to get there. You don't have the money to dress yourself up to par. And your prime would be being a movie star. So right before entering your prime, you're going to feel this way, right? And when you are in your prime, you're gonna have that money to do these things, to become a movie star. But for some of you, you're not gonna want to be a movie star anymore. That's the only reason why you wanted to do that, was because you wanted something out of it. But when you start to heal, when you start to discover who you truly are, you're gonna realize that you didn't even want that. You didn't even want it. So that's what I'm hearing for some of you guys. Spirit, what is group one's prime gonna be like? I keep hearing group two, so maybe someone needs to watch group two. I'm hearing space. Okay, and the Fool came out. I'm hearing Spaceship Vibes by No Cap. And I know that's probably a channel message song because I don't even listen to that song. It just randomly popped in my head. Then we have the Fool here, Starting New. Yeah, I'm also hearing Loving Yourself More. Then the bottom deck energy is the Knight of Swords, the Chariot. And then under that, we have the Queen of Cups, and then the Six of Cups, and what's under that? Page of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like your prime is you starting new. I'm hearing like not having a whole bunch of responsibilities that weigh on you too much. Because I feel like some of you guys, the blockage that you have is probably not because of you. It's because of the things and circumstances that are placed on you, but it's not necessarily because of you. And with this Fool, this could mean you moving to another place, you entering a different mindset, a whole different phase in your life to begin with. I'm hearing like traveling on a journey with somebody, so maybe this could be a friend or a significant other, whatever the case may be. I feel like for a lot of you, it's either right before you enter your prime, or when you enter your prime, you're going to meet someone that mirrors you. Or they could be the exact opposite. It's either one of the two. It's like you'll know who this person is. Like I'm hearing like Life is Strange, Chloe and Max. It's like they're kind of like the same person, but they're not. Like they're complete opposites, but they still resonate on the same frequency. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just gonna be like your person is what I'm hearing. But with this Healer and Dream Inducer, I was getting that right before you enter your prime, you're going to have dreams about it. You're going to have dreams of either taking care of a child, you're going to have dreams of taking care of your inner child, you're going to have dreams of taking care of other people, or taking care of yourself, or just you living a fulfilling and peaceful life. I feel like you're going to have dreams of this. You're going to have dreams of things that you wanted to manifest, whether like whatever it is, you're just going to start to have dreams about it. The energy that you're going to have when you're in your prime, you have Shapeshifter and Trickster. Now, I feel like with Shapeshifter and Trickster, you guys are going to be able to embody different energies. Because I feel like this whole thing is going to broaden your band of experience and knowledge because of going through whatever this was. So it's like, you know what it's like to be in survival mode, but now you're going to know what it's like to be in peace. So you're going to have both. Like you're going to be a more well-rounded person because you experience both sides. So you're not only just aware of negative energy, or you're not only just aware of positive energy, you're aware of both. So it gives you the balance that you need. Now with this Shapeshifter and Trickster, I feel like you might be able to change your appearance. You're probably going to have an appearance change, a physical change, a mindset change. I feel like in both, I feel like it's just going to be a lot of change. And I feel like a lot of people are not even going to recognize you. But I also want to point out it's important to not become spiteful, because I do think that you guys are going to be getting what you want. Yeah, but don't turn into the bully. Yeah, but don't turn into the bully, because you're going to have you're going to have the capacity to destroy people because of the power that you're going to have. Yeah, you're going to have the power to do all of this. And it's really important that you don't use it against people, none of that. I'm going to clarify that though. Spirit, can you please clarify the Shapeshifter card and Trickster regarding what energy will group and be embodying when they enter their prime and when they're in their prime? I feel like at the beginning stages of it, you might fall victim to the Trickster energy, but that is okay because it's like you're not used to it. So it's like you might be flashy, you might be like stunting on people, like that's fine, like, you know, like just trying to like don't make people feel bad, but it's like you're just getting used to it. So I'm like, that's understandable. So don't be that hard on yourself and act like you can't, you know, like we have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna be very emotionally fulfilled. You're gonna live an emotionally fulfilling life. The Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. So, but that's another thing, like I was saying, it's like for some of you, you're gonna get your wish, but then you're gonna realize it's not what you wanted. It was just, you wanted the fulfillment. You didn't want the money, you didn't want the fame, you didn't want the popularity, you didn't want that. You wanted satisfaction, or you just like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to put labels on it, but Yeah, but I do feel like the energy you're gonna be embodying is just happiness, peace. I feel like you're gonna learn to be at peace with yourself. Three of Cups, okay. Yeah, and I feel like you might be going out a bit. You know, you might be having a lot of interactions with other people. I feel like you're just going to be really stable in your energy. Spirit, is there anything else regarding Group 1's prime? Spirit, is there anything else regarding Group 1's prime? Love bombing is what I heard, and love interest. That's what I just heard. Okay, what is this? Messiah. Serving humanity with humility. Yeah, I feel like you're going to have that humbleness to yourself. But at the same time, it's important because shadow attribute, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. And then we have God and then priest right here. So it's important to keep your humbleness. Like, I feel like you're a humble person. Knight, yeah. Loyalty, romance, chivalry, I don't know. A love of honor. Allegiance to destructive ruler. A principle, romantic delusions. So it's just really important to not fall victim to these things, because it's obviously like one coin with two sides. You know, being in the spotlight, having many friends, being very beautiful, attractive, and you feel fulfilled with yourself. Other side of it, negative comments, hate comments, becoming really egotistical, using your beauty to spite people, using your beauty to manipulate people, you know, typical stuff. Let's get one more. Spirit, is there anything else regarding Group 1's prime? What will that be like for them? Love keeps coming up, to be very honest. What card is this? We have Six of Wands. Yeah, you guys are going to be very successful. Very successful. In every aspect you wanted to be successful in, you're going to be successful in that. Wheel of Fortune and Six of Cups showing. I feel like someone from your past could be coming back to your life. And by this time, they could have healed. They could have learned more. And I feel like it might be different with this person. Or this could literally just be someone from your past life rather than someone from your past in this lifetime. I feel like a lot of things are going to change emotionally for you. Like, you're no longer going to be this 4 cups, someone that's bored. You're going to be very fulfilled with life. You're going to live an adventurous life. You're going to be satisfied and okay. What else? Knight of Wands. Very passionate energy. So it's like, I feel like you'll be embodying this Knight of Wands energy, as well as attracting this energy as well. It's just very, very passionate energy, very adventurous energy. We have the Magician. Yeah, Nine of Wands. You're going to be in control. You're going to be in control of your own life through your swords and then that Nine of Wands showing. So it's very important to not get sucked up in this energy and allow that to become very negative, because you have a blessing coming for you. But it's like anything could, if there's a duality to there's duality to everything. A blessing can be a curse if used wrong. Human fatale is something with your physical beauty as well. Seven of Cups. Yeah, don't be caught up in illusions, you know. But I don't want to add to it, because it's like, who wants the bad news when it comes down to the life that they want, you know? But yeah, Group 1, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what signs will you see before entering your prime. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything resonates for you. If nothing resonates at all, I would pick a different pile. And if you had to pick piles, I recommend the random generated. This is something I always use and it always helps me. That being said, let's get into your reading. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords, which will be representing what is your life going to be like before entering your prime. Then we have the Four of Swords, which will be representing what you feel. The Devil, what we be thinking, and this will represent what is your prime life. These two cards represent the energy you will be in before entering your prime, and these two cards will be the energy you will be in your prime. Okay, starting off with the Nine of Swords, how will your life be like? I feel like you'll probably be doubting your spiritual journey. You'll probably be doubting yourself. I feel like you guys could be sucked into delusions. I feel like, yeah, especially with this Devil card being here, I feel like you guys could be sucked into delusions, you know, of thinking that my life is doomed, and that's, I just have to accept that, when in reality that is not the case. You know, no one wants to hear this, and I completely understand, because I don't even want to hear it when I'm going through my episodes. But it's like, you also got to understand, like, when certain things in your life are happening, you know, when you're happy, it's so easy to appreciate the good. It's so easy to appreciate the lessons that you learn when you're happy. But once you're going through those lessons, we tend to take a negative viewpoint of it, and it's like, oh my god, all this has happened to me, I hate it here, all of that, when in reality this is a lesson for your character development. This is a lesson that's gonna help you. it's going to shape you into the amazing person that you're going to be. You already are, but just more powerful. And no one wants to hear that. And I understand, because it's like, why did it have to be me? Why did I have to learn this way? Like, I get that. But it's very important to not send yourself down the rabbit hole of pity. Because I feel like you guys are very empathetic people and very emotionally intelligent, and someone that you're an emotional person. And even if it doesn't resonate, if that doesn't resonate for you, then I just feel like you guys are just, you pick up on energy very well. And you're very sensitive to it. So if you send yourself down that rabbit hole, it's going to be very hard to get out of it, because at this point you're being consumed by that energy. Not to mention, you already feel energy heavily, so you know, it's like you don't really want to put yourself in that situation. But what is your life going to be like before entering your prime? I feel like you're going to be doubting stuff, and you're like, I think you're going to just want to break, especially with this Four of Swords. What will you be feeling like before entering your prime? You want to break. You want to rest. You're tired. You want to close your eyes. You're tired of juggling stuff. You're tired of always having to do this for that person, always having to go through this, always having to have that happen to them. Like, you're tired of it. And like, I feel like you guys are probably questioning whether or not you're a good person. You're questioning, what did you do to even deserve this? And it's like, you're just tired. What will you be thinking with this Devil card? Like I'm saying, I feel like you guys are going to be falling into delusions. You're going to be swimming in delusions. It's like, I feel like you guys are going to probably be tempted to get involved with substance abuse, relying on a person, codependency, basically codependency, being codependent on, trigger warning, maybe drugs, maybe a person, maybe whatever, something that's unhealthily coping with things. I feel like that's what you guys are going to be doing. And I feel like a part of me feel like you already are going through this, but I feel like right before you enter your prime is going to be a struggle, because with the shapeshifter card being here and the child orphan in reverse, I feel like it's probably you being very moody. And it's not because you want to sit there and be miserable all day. It's just past wounds is being triggered by the things that you're seeing, and that has nothing to do with you. When you were a child, or when you were, it doesn't have to be like me personally. I know the inner child represents when you were a child and stuff happened, but I also equate that to when you were vulnerable. Because what is a child but someone that's vulnerable, someone that's naive, basically vulnerable, you know? They couldn't control what happened to them. They couldn't do that. They weren't responsible for themselves. So what is that? Vulnerability. So I also equate that to when a time you were vulnerable and that happened. Yeah, I also feel like it stabs your inner child. So whenever you were in a vulnerable spot and whatever happened at that time, I feel like it scarred you for life, and you haven't really moved on from it with this Nine of Swords. And it's just like, now when you're seeing certain things, it's triggering you, and you're not realizing, like, you don't know why you feel certain ways. Maybe you guys could experience a lot of chest pains when, you know, these things happen. I almost had pests, so it makes me believe that there's a lot of irritants in your life. And it's like, your question is like, oh my God, am I this bad person? Why? Like, am I just bitter? Am I a moody person? Am I an angry person? No, you're not. With this Nine of Swords, like I'm saying, and falling into delusions, like you're starting to create this really negative image of yourself and believing that, when in reality, that is not the case. You are a good person. It's just that these things happen to you. These could even be events and actions that you made and you're feeling guilty for. Because let's just take a look at the other side of the coin. And if that's the case, make it right and move on. You're not going to be perfect here. It's as simple as that. It's impossible. You cannot be perfect on this earthly realm. And that's a fact. Like, literally, I didn't make that up. That is a fact. You know? So to sit there and hold yourself victim to these actions and like tell yourself you're a bad person, it's like, you're not going to get anywhere with that. Of course, look at it and reflect on it and, you know, do better. But you're not a bad person. I feel like I'm just like, I'm feeling the energy and it feels bad. Like, you're just tired. You're tired. And it's like, you're a good person. You always do good for people. But it's just like, yeah, okay. And I feel like some of you guys are probably waking up to the toxic traits that you have and why you have them. And you're just like, why did it have to be me? Why couldn't I not just have these things? Some of you guys probably have a problem with leaving people before they get to leave you, or doing things to guarantee that this person leaves, so now you have control on why they leave rather than them leaving you not knowing, and now you're like, oh my God, I wasn't enough. rather than you sabotaging the connection, they leave and you're like, I know they left because of this, not because I wasn't enough, if that makes sense. So you guys probably have the tendency of doing that, and I feel like you know, and that's the shapeshifter, like you know, but like you can't help it. So I feel like some of you guys are probably giving up on your healing journey. But what would your prime be like with this Queen of Wands? You're going to turn all of this, you're going to be the flip side of it. You're going to be sure of yourself. You're going to be rejuvenated. The Devil, I feel like the Devil is the Lover's card, but just a lower vibration of it. So with this Knight of Swords, the positive, you will be someone that's sure of themselves. Four of Swords, you're going to be someone that knows when to take breaks. Someone that is rejuvenated because they never let themselves get burnt out. The Devil, you will be someone that is aware of the addictions of life and turn that into something positive. Not falling for these things. No longer falling for people's traps. No longer being seduced by the romanticized version you make up or the romanticized version that people give you. The Queen of Wands, you're going to stand in your power. You're going to love yourself. You're going to be someone that is very sure of themselves, someone that is very physically attractive, because the wand suit deals with passion and all of that, physicality and all of that. I mean, the Pentacle suit does deal with that too, but I just classify the wands that, in my opinion. But you're going to be someone that is happy. You're going, like, I feel like at this very moment, you guys could be in a very vulnerable and weak spot. But this Queen of Wands, you're going to be the opposite of it. You're the one with the control this time. Nobody else is going to be you. It's going to be you. I just realized that the cards were not on the table. Like your bottomic energy and stuff. Bottomic energy is Destroyer. And then under that, in your next set, we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're going to be charging forward with things. Let's get another card. Spirit, what is Group 2's prime going to be? Group 2's in their prime. What are they going to do that for them? Very courageous, very, it's like even when obstacles get thrown at you, you meet them head on because you have the energy to deal with them, rather than now you might not have the energy to deal with any of these things. Eight of Pentacles, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be working on your craft, working on yourself, and which is why I feel like you're going to be the Queen of Wands. You're going to be someone that is very beautiful, someone that is very talented, someone that is very full of energy because you were working on this and it's starting to pay off. It is starting to pay off. You're going to be able to no longer indulge in this energy, no longer soak. And I'm not saying soaking is bad. I mean, it's not the best thing, but I'm not gonna act like I don't understand why you're doing it. With this Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, I feel like you're gonna be working on your life and you're gonna be receiving results from it. And even if you don't, you're not gonna care because you know you're the Queen of Wands, regardless of gender. You know you're that girl, or you know you're that dude. Like, even if the 3D world isn't showing it. Some of you guys could be into Neville Goddard. I don't know how to say his name. Neville Goddard. He's like all about LOA, you know, and persisting, all of that. Like, you guys could be in that. I'm gonna get one more card. Spirit, what did you choose prime gonna be like? I'm hearing pain, misery, and sorrow. I feel like that's what you're feeling now. It's like there's just so many swords in your back that like you don't think that you could ever even take them out. You don't think that you can ever be loved. You don't think that you could ever heal from any of this because there's just so much pain. And to your surprise, you can. We have the Nine of Cups, emotionally fulfilled. You're going to be receiving your wish fulfillment with this Nine of Cups. You're going to be getting what you wanted. The Emperor as your bottom energy. Wow, the Emperor and the Empress. Divine counterpart. So maybe your wish fulfillment could be a partner and you'll be getting that. If not, okay, then we have the Ten of Cups under that. Exactly. I feel like a lot of you guys will be meeting your soulmate when you enter your prime. Yeah, Six of Cups. That's what I was saying. Soulmate. See? Okay, and that wanted to come out. Okay. I did not mean to shake that. I can't remember that. But yeah, Six of Cups. I feel like you're going to be entering a phase of happiness. You know, having good times, making good memories. Empress and Emperor. I feel like you're going to be embodying both your masculine and feminine side. You're going to be doing both of these things. Both. Okay. We have the hedonist. I never know how to say this word. And then we have the king. So the energy you'll be embodying when you're in your prime, you'll have control. You'll have control. You'll be able to help others from the negative experiences that you have, because I feel like a lot of you guys learn from the experiences that you get. Obviously, you can learn from other people's. Obviously, you can learn from watching things. But I also think that you're going to take this pain, you're going to take these life experiences and help other people and help them to avoid these things. Or if they're in it, you're going to help them be able to handle it and navigate through it.
And your bottom deck energy is, look, it says, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. I feel like you're going to be helping people because you know what it felt like to be destroyed to bits and having to rebuild yourself. And you're going to help people through these things. Some of you guys could become a spiritual practitioner. You could even become a tarot reader. I mean, that's technically the same thing. But yeah, I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of power and control. I mean, your bottom deck energy is the Emperor, and then we have King right here. And then Hedonist with the Empress. Yeah. Pretty much Emperor and Empress. So it's just like, yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be balancing both of these energies, and it's just going to work really well for you, which is why you're the Queen of Wands, which is why you're so attractive. Like, your aura is so attractive. Your energy is just so attractive. Something about your voice as well. Spirit, what energy will group 2 be embodying when they're in their prime? Spirit, what energy will group 2 be embodying when they're in their prime? We have Angel. And then we have Smartan. I don't know. Angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Exactly. I feel like you guys are going to be helping people from the experiences that you have. I don't know how to say this word, but refining your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So being the bigger person, maybe being the bigger person, this could be towards people that have done you dirty, and it's like you see them going through a problem and you still help them. Like, you're being an angel, and you're not doing that for props. You're not doing it for any of that. You're doing it out of the kindness of your heart. Bottom deck energy, we have Vampire. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. We have God, and then I just seen gossip. So maybe there's someone in your life at the moment that's draining your energy, and it's important to get away from that. Or you're going to be helping the person that did drain your energy. The person, so the person that did this to you probably made you insecure, made you question yourself, made you so tired, drained your energy. Maybe made you resort to, you know, relying on things that are not healthy. You're probably going to be helping them. That's probably who this person is. Then we have Prince. Romantic charm and potential for power. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of power. And you guys are going to be going through definitely transformation or a glow up. That's for sure. Spirit, is there anything else about Group 2's prime? What is it going to be like for them? Is there anything else? True love at its finest. Happily ever after at its finest. And Disney princess movie at its finest is what I just heard. Then we have the 4 Wands, stability. Having a place to call your own. Having a well-functioning, a well-taken care of sanctuary, which is your temple, your body. You know, being comfortable with it. Being stable. Spirit, is there anything else regarding Group 2's prime? What is the 6 of Pentacles? Yeah, there's going to be an equal give and take energy. Like, I feel like you're going to be smiling at the universe, and the universe is going to be smiling at you. And I'm hearing it's like, yeah, the universe is praising you for being strong throughout all of this. The universe is also, yeah, I feel like you're going to be moving on from certain things and certain cycles that no longer serve you. But it's like, yeah, the Hierophant, yeah, someone that's very spiritual, someone that is committed. And I feel like the universe is going to be praising you. I feel like you're going to be receiving blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing. Because first of all, I think you are already good people. It's not that you weren't this angel before. It's like you couldn't fully indulge in that because you were feeling bad. So it's like, you know, like you couldn't really see it. Because you're going through all of this, you think that, it's like, there's this quote, it's like, don't let one day convince you that your life is horrible. And it's like this, don't let one mistake or one bad action convince you that you're a bad person. Don't, because you're not. You're not. So yeah, Group 2, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello Group 3, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding what signs will you see before entering your prime. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I will pick a different pile, and if you have trouble picking piles, I recommend the random number generator. That's something I always use and it always helps me. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Okay. So this first card right here will represent what will your life be like before entering your prime. This one will represent what will you be feeling like. This one will represent what will you be thinking. And this one right here represent what will your prime be like as a total. These 2 cards right here represent the energy you're going to be in before entering your prime. And these 2 cards will be representing the energy you'll be in when you're in your prime. Take a shot every time I say in your prime. But okay.
Starting off with the 10 of Wands, I do feel like, okay, starting off with the 9 and 10 of Wands, I feel like you'll know you're about to enter your prime. I feel like there might be a lot going on in your life. I feel like it's not all necessarily bad, even though the 10 of Wands is not the best card to get. But with this being next to the 9 of Wands, it makes me think that emotionally you might be feeling balanced, emotionally you might be feeling fulfilled, or you'll be receiving a wish fulfillment, which puts you in a better place to deal with this 10 of Wands situation. And the 10 of Wands is about burdens, excessive responsibilities, and it's like slowly tearing you apart, you know. But this also represents you almost completing the things that you need to complete. The 10 represents ending of cycles. So I feel like you'll be ending something that was very karmic in your life. I feel like you'll be learning a very, very big karmic lesson, or you'll be achieving something that took you a while to do, or that was something that was heavily on your mind or heavily affected your life. With this 10 of Wands, this tells me, and it's crazy because we have this World card here, so that goes perfectly with what I'm saying. You guys will be finally succeeding at something that you've been pursuing for God knows how long. This could be physically pursuing it, mentally pursuing it, spiritually pursuing it, all of that. I feel like this is something that actually took an extreme toll on you, for the worst and the best, to be very honest, because I feel like it has shaped your personality, but it has burnt you out, because look at your bottom deck energy. It is the 4 of Swords, and look, strength is under this. Yes, you guys had to have a lot of strength to make it through whatever this was. So if this is not you pursuing something, then it's just, you know, life not treating you the way it's supposed to go, you know. There's always a problem after another, and it took you a lot of strength to get through these things. But for whatever reason, I'm hearing that they were lessons. They were lessons, but they were masked as dangers, potential dangers, all of that. These were lessons that were not so easy to learn, and you had to have the strength to pull yourself through this. And I do feel like you guys are very, very drained, but I'm telling you, with the strength being under this, you'll be getting this energy back. And if anything, it's going to be more potent than it has ever been. Okay, these ones are show the Hangman, the 6 of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it might be delayed a bit, but I feel like before you enter your prime, you're gonna know you're entering your prime, because I'm getting like you finally crossed the finish line. Like, you're sweaty, you're burnt out, but the work is over. You crossed that finish line, so you're just waiting for your medal. That's what I'm kind of getting with this. It's like with this 9 of Cups, what you're gonna be feeling like is a wish fulfillment has come to you. Like, yes, it took a lot. Yes, it took you going through hell and back to get there, but now you're just waiting for your blessing, because you know you achieved what you were supposed to achieve. So I feel like you entering your prime has a lot to do with you getting there. Like, it's not gonna happen by chance, and I feel like you know this. This is gonna happen when one or more goals get fulfilled, because I feel like you have complete control over this, which is why you're going to have the feeling that you're gonna enter your prime right before you enter it, because you know that it directly has something to do with you completing X amount of actions, or completing X amount of goals, if that makes sense. Ace of Swords, regarding what were you going to be expecting. Ace of Swords is about communication. It's about the truth being relayed to somebody. So I kind of feel like this could, for example, this could be like a job opportunity, and you're waiting for them to come back to you with whether or not you got the job or not. So this is making me think that what you're going to think before entering your prime is, where's my sign? Because I'm strongly getting that you're gonna know when you're entering your prime, and you're just waiting for the first sign. And more than likely that's somebody communicating something to you, or spirit communicating something to you. This has to do with communication and something physical, because this is the sword suit. But I'm really hearing that this is communication, whether that be through an actual person, or a spirit, or a spirit guide, universe, whatever the case may be. I feel like this is some sort of communication. So maybe some of you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys planned out what you wanted to happen. So for example, I want to get my degree, then I want to get this job, and then I want to get this house. But in order to get this house, because you planned it, you're going to have to get your degree first, because you put it in chronological order. So it's like now you're just waiting for that diploma, or you're waiting for that degree, if that makes sense. So I feel like a lot of you guys are manifesting this prime for you, like entering your prime for yourself. Like you built this yourself. This is not happening by chance. No one has to give you anything. No, this is why I feel like the strength card was here in the Four of Swords, because you had to literally pull this out from within. You couldn't, like, there was nothing to work with. You had to get it from within, which is why I feel like this was probably so tedious. It was probably so energy draining with this Four of Swords. You had to pursue with energy. With strength. Like, I feel like this all came internally. And obviously that means it started with energy, which is probably why your energy is drained right now, because it took a lot out of you to get where you are now. So I don't necessarily think that any like adversity will be happening in your life. It could, but I don't know. It's just, I feel like you'll know, you know? Now, what will your prime be like? We have the World and the Sun. Happily ever after. The World card itself is like a happily ever after card. And then we have the Sun, which is pretty much a happily ever after card. So this makes me think that after this big karmic cycle is done, after whatever big goal that you had to accomplish is accomplished with this World card, like literally the clouds will vanish. Because I feel like you're in a cloudy day, it's dark, all of that, and then boom, you completed your task, and now the sun is out, it's shining, all of that. So I feel like your prime has a lot to do with you being released from the shackles of this burden, whatever this is, because I feel like I keep getting the same message, and I cannot express this enough. I feel like this is something that you've been working on for years, months. It's just, it was attached to your life. This could be a person, this could be a goal, this could be a specific mindset that just put so much limitation on you, that held you captive for so long. And it's like, now that you're out of it, it's like the world. It's literally the World card. Oh my God, why do I keep saying that? A big cycle is done. It's done. And you're finally having happiness, because whatever lesson this was, whatever this was, I feel like it was so heavily prevalent in your life that now that when this is gone, you'll have clear vision to do whatever you want. You'll have the space, the time, the energy, the motivation to do what you want. I feel like you won't be viewing life through a rose-colored lens. So this could be a mindset. Whatever this is, I feel like it just really burdened you. That's what the Ten of Wands is about. But I feel like this was a really big burden on you. And now that this is gone, now that you learned your lesson, now that you got what you wanted, it's like, now where do I go from here? But now you have the energy, now you have the clarity. This Ace of Swords is also about clarity, but now you have all of that. You have the clear mind, the balanced mind to go forward with things in the right way. Because this is not you going forward with things and messing up. No, this is you going forward with things and getting it right the first time, because you have so much experience. Which is why I feel like you have a lot of control over this prime phase. Because, like, I feel like there's nothing stopping you, because this is going to resonate differently for everybody. If it is a lesson, there is nothing stopping you from entering your prime. You just got to learn that lesson and apply it. And I feel like a lot of you know that. And if this is a degree, then you already know at the end of that time span, you're getting your degree and you can enter whatever, you know? So I feel like a lot of you guys have control over this in some sort of aspect. But what energy will you be in before entering your prime? We have Diligent, or Diligente, I don't know how to say that word. Light attributes, delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your own pursuits, or in your pursuits. Shadow attribute, pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. Gossip. Light attributes, awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. Shadow attributes, thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. So I feel like this is you, the energy you're going to be in right before entering your prime. Like, I see the Ace of Swords, and I say communication, and we have gossip right here. So there's probably for some people, I just heard that this could be a connection with somebody, and for a very long time you didn't forgive them when you really wanted to, but you couldn't let go of what they've done. And once you learn that people only behave the way they behave because of their own internal issues and their own internal beliefs, it separates you from that person and that action. It had nothing to do with you. So I feel like this could be you probably reaching out to somebody or finally understanding what that person meant when they said what they said. And I feel like you're going to be able to release the hatred or resentment that you hold over that person. I'm also seeing with this is going forward with something without even knowing the full picture. So this could also mean something really bad, which could be you falling victim to gossip, or falling victim to he said, she said, which is basically gossip, girl. What am I saying? Yeah. Or this could be something really good, because I'm getting really good cards off. Like, these are good cards, and I'm getting really good energy off of these. So this could even just mean allowing people's words, like the kind things that people say, to brighten your mood. But then we have Midas, miser, like attributes. I don't have my glasses on, so if I'm stuttering, it's because I really cannot see these words, and I'm not trying to put my head too much to the card, so my head is not in the camera. But it says light attributes, entrepreneurial or creative abilities to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing life's riches. Shadow attributes, hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. And now I definitely cannot see this, but I'm going to try and read it because I'm so far from this card. Child wounded, light attributes, awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. Shadow attributes, blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. See, the forgiveness that I was talking about. What energy will you be in when you're in your prime? You're going to be forgiving people. You're going to be sharing your life experiences with other people. Probably with that, this is probably what this means with this Ace of Swords. You'll be telling people, you'll be sharing your story. You will be helping people not make the same mistakes as you. You'll be helping people work through their problems because you've been through the same thing. You know, so I feel like you guys are going to be helping people through their own journey so that you guys can be a spiritual practitioner, a psychologist, inspirational, motivational speaker, anything like that. It doesn't have to be that, but I feel like this has a lot to do with speech and the way you express yourself and relying your truth to other people. If that's not the case, then obviously just don't take that part. But I feel like this prime, your prime, is going to be about you moving on from pain, hurt, all of that, and like finally releasing any insecurities you have. Oh my god. Anything, okay, with that sneeze, this is only gonna resonate for like 2 people, that I feel like this trauma, hurt, and pain and burden has probably physically affected your health. And when you move on from these things and let them go, you'll realize that your health is actually increasing. So that might happen for a few of you, like your health might start to increase. But yeah, I'm heavily getting that it's you learning a lesson, you moving on from something, you accomplishing something and I just feel like whatever this is heavily affected your life, and now that you're moving on from it and moving into the next phase of your life, it's the more peaceful side. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know if you can hear my voice, but I low-key just woke up. So like, you know, I kind of, you know, but yeah, like this is really good. Like, your bottom deck energy is Messiah, serving humanity with humility. Shadow attribute, exaggerated belief that you are the only means which a cause can succeed. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going to be helping humanity with your lessons. Even if you're young, I feel like you guys have a lot of experience, to be very, very honest. Child orphan, this probably stemmed from when you were at a vulnerable point in your life or when you were a child. So maybe this is signifying that you're healing your inner child. Yeah, it could, yeah. Light attributes, independence based on learning to go it alone. Conquering fear of surviving. Shadow attributes, feelings of abandonment, the stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate sugar families. I don't know. Yeah, maybe some of you guys have abandonment issues and you're learning to let go of that. I just feel like a lot of you guys are no longer suffering from your inner child being wounded. Is there anything else? Spirit, group 3s, crime. Another child card. Yeah, this has a lot to do with, you know, you like healing your inner child and being able to help your inner child assist you rather than contribute to your destruction. Light attributes, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. That's what I said with this Ace of Swords. Shadow attribute, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment.
like, we have how many child cards? 1, 2, 3, 3. That's crazy. Oh my god. Spirit, anything else regarding group 3's prime? Spirit, okay, that card is filled up. What is this? The 4 swords in reverse. Wow, okay, so yeah, you guys will no longer be having this baggage on you that just sucks your energy. It's like a demon that's on you that's just constantly draining your energy. Then we have the Hierophant. I feel like a lot of you guys could be submitting yourself to a higher power, believing in a higher power, or maybe even being committed to something, because I feel like a lot of you guys probably have the tendency to run from long commitments because you're afraid of being stuck in it, being trapped in it. And if that's not the case, then that just don't take that. Let me get one more. Spirit, anything else about group 3's prime? The Knight of Pentacles, yes. I feel like you'll be embarking on your next journey, like, honestly. Then we have the 7 of Cups. You have a lot of options in financial, careers, lovers, all of that. What else do we have? We have the 2 of Cups. Didn't I just say that? Yeah. A lot of you guys could also be moving away from the idea that you need somebody in order to function with that too. And then we have the Ace of Cups. But the 2 of Cups was like at the back of here, so that makes me think that it's going to probably be on the back burner. And this also makes me think that we have, with the 7 of Cups and this being next to each other, is the simple fact that you're probably going to have a lot of suitors. But I don't think that, because I feel like maybe you might be in the energy of needing that validation to feel whole, but you're not going to need that anymore, you know? And it's not going to be on your mind. You have 4 of Wands. I feel like you'll be benefiting. I feel like you'll be creating a solid foundation for yourself. But group 3, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.